Right, mate. Yeah, let's have a look here. Now, I did see this yesterday. I had solicitors meetings, big solicitors meetings and stuff yesterday, so I was really busy just trying to catch up here. So I didn't get time to make a video yesterday, but I did have a look at it earlier. I just seen you posting in the Bitcoin chat about this fractal here. A very nice fractal, and it definitely is. Now, this was a daily pattern. Oh, sorry, this was a daily pattern on Bitcoin. Oh, 12-hour actually it's shown here. But I know it's a larger term pattern. And from memory, this was a smaller, it's a 4-hour pattern. But that's okay. It can still create big moves or create reversals to the upside. I will make a video on that. But this is a bearish monthly stop hunt. So the likelihood is we're going to need a new month. And the last 4 or 5 times that we've had a bearish monthly stop hunt, prices always went lower. But even if it still goes lower, it can still reverse, of course. You know, you can still reverse. It can still go a bit lower on a new month, for example, before reversing back up. That's always a possibility, of course. But anyway, I'm not talking about that in this video. So DYDX, you said yesterday you bought that. I don't know if you're still holding it or not, but it definitely is a nice retrace. Now, when you get these dips like this, sometimes you can get bounces back up, you know, into this wick. This is a 2-week chart, by the way, and you can see here on a 1 day. Oh, sorry, there's 1 day left in the 2-week chart. So there's probably not going to be too much upside today. There may be a small move up, but on a new week, a lot of times price likes to bounce back up into this wick. Now, it doesn't have to bounce huge back up into it. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Like here, for example, see there was a big wick here. The next week you bounce back up into the wick. Now, what I'm going to say to you is, if we get that bounce back up into the wick, you need to be careful in case it rejects. This is a great example of what I'm trying to explain, because a lot of times price does like to come back up into the wick. Here you can see this previous wick here, this red wick, and then the green wick on the next week, because this was a bearish week and that was a bad rejection, right? So the next week it did bounce up into the wick and then rejected and came back down, and then we continued to trend lower. So that's the worry about a new 2-week on this. If it does bounce up, you may, if it's a short-term trade that you're looking to do, I'm not sure if you're accumulating DYDX or if you're looking for a short-term trade, but if you bounce up into this wick, it might be a good place to take some profits, because if that rejects from there and drops back down and flips red again, well, the likelihood is then that this is going to drop down lower. So, you know, taking profits up into this wick on a new week might be the safe thing to do. There's quite large volume here and quite large volume here. You can see after the large volume there was a sell-off. Okay, we got large volume here. Sometimes there's going to be a sell-off. Okay, because well, the easiest way to look at it is there's too many buyers. Okay, there's too many buyers, and then the sellers can easily come in and sell it off again. Now, that doesn't always have to be. There's different types of buy volume, of course, but just it's a bad rejection as well, and also you have you know, large buying volume as well, and sometimes that can cause or allow the sellers to come in and control the market for a little bit, and that's why I'm saying that there's a possibility that a bounce here may actually sell off. Now, there's another reason for that as well, because you're actually, look where we're resisting at. Of course, you know, we've been resisting at that for a long time, but you know, resisting below this level can go on for months and months. If you look at the bear market last time in 2018, I don't know if you're trading back then or not, but you know, a lot of times when this happened in the market, it went on for a year, right, below this level, and then later it kind of broke back above it and eventually got up before really taking off. So it's a long process. It's a big resistance level, and there's no guarantees, is what I'm saying, that this is going to break the resistance point at this point in time. So the safe option may be to trade it and sell some in here, at least if it bounces up. You don't have to sell all of it, and it's entirely up to yourself. I'm just giving you some thoughts on it. You know, maybe some news will come out, or maybe something will come out that, you know, could make it moon. Like, who knows? But I'm just telling you the safe thing that I would consider taking some profits there, if it's a short-term trade. If you're accumulating, that's a different story. Anyway, mate, yeah, I hope you're well, and if you Have any questions about the group, you can let me know.